right, so for editor purposes, I'm just going to start off with your first and last name, please.
Okay, it's Martha Chansley. Mm-hmm.
And Martha, tell me a little bit about who is Jacob to you?
Well, first of all, he's my firstborn son, a wonderful human being, has been all of his life, a very patriotic young man, loves his country, that kind of thing. I'm not sure what else I can share with you. I just love him. He's a great guy. And he loves this country. Yeah.
Did he tell you that he was going to Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
Okay. What did he say that his plan was?
Just to support Trump.
Okay. So he was going to go to the rally that
Yeah.
happened. Okay.
Yeah.
He is known to Arizona to be at rallies. We've seen him. I've actually seen him at the elections department.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw the footage coming out of Washington and what had happened, what was the first thing you thought? Because you knew your son was there.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
Wow. I was like, oh my gosh, that's, you become a little flabbergasted, I suppose. I never expected that. He never expected that. Mm-hmm. He just was going there to support Trump, just like everybody else, and then was going to come home. And that was it.
Were you worried or concerned a little bit with him being there? Were you in talks with him? Because I'm sure as a mother, I'm not a mother, but I'm sure that if it was my mom and I was there, she would be freaking out and texting me, where are you? What are you doing? Like, are you okay? Did you do any of that? Or you were just like, well, he'll call when he calls? Like, what were you thinking? What were you doing?
Well, sure. I checked in with him every once in a while. Hey, how you doing? Everything going okay? And then, see, I don't have cable TV.
So you had no idea what was happening?
No, I actually learned of it from people that knew me. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, hey, did you see this? And I was like, oh my gosh. No, I didn't. So I ended up contacting him and saying, have you seen it? Mm-hmm. And he said, yes, Mom. He says, I've already been in touch with the FBI. He says, I have nothing to hide. Mm-hmm. I've already been in touch with them.
We got you. Again, yep. All right, so when you see the videos, just take over social media, and then you see the photo of Jacob, with his hat, the fur hat, the horn. You obviously know that's your son. What were you thinking?
Well, the videos that I saw, especially the ones that involved the gas and people physically pushing people. That one when people were inside, the one where it showed people pushing from the outside, and he wasn't in any of those pictures. Not a one. Not a one. So it's my understanding that he went in open doors. He was not part of that group at all, of those people in the front at all. He wasn't a part of that at all. So when I see him being demonized, it's just like, you probably should find out what is really going on here. We did see video of the police opening barricades. I saw video of that. I saw video of them encouraging, the policemen actually encouraging people. I've seen video of them opening the doors to the chambers. If somebody was standing there like this and blocking the door, but if the door is open, and again, he wasn't a part of that group, You know, the fact that he's even associated with that and considered a domestic terrorist is absolutely insane and absurd. It's absurd, really. And you had mentioned that you had seen him downtown, you know, because he's been a very big advocate for Trump and our electoral system, just the whole thing. Because he's been talking publicly here in Phoenix for quite some time now, quite some time. He's made videos about it. He's made it very well known. He's, you know, and trying to get the message out about what is going on in the world and right here. And how does that affect us? How is it affecting us? It has created what they call cognitive dissonance, right? Where you're like, I can't believe that. You know, the information that is shared about things that are going on in the deep state and, you know, QAnon and their involvement, all of that, it's some pretty intense stuff. And a lot of people, and I will include myself in this, in that you just don't really want to believe that it could really, really be that corrupt. And it really takes a really, what is the word? A brave person, a courageous person to make themselves vulnerable enough to share that information. And that's what he's doing, or had been doing, here in Phoenix, and downtown and all of that. So I think that pretty much kind of answers your question, I think.
I think that the reason why, while Jacob probably wasn't seen in the videos that you saw, or I think the problem here, and I think the issue is that whether or not you were in the videos or not, there's a photo of him right 30 minutes after, I don't know if that's the correct time, but right after Vice President Pence was standing there. That room was filled with elected officials. Both sides, Republicans, Democrats, and whether we wanted to vote some of them in or we didn't want them in, there are elected officials and people voted to get them in. And we don't know what the intentions were of this group that went in. We don't know what they were doing or what their intentions were. So that, to just say, unfortunately, Jacob got caught up in that too, and he took a photo, and there's a photo of him, and I think that that's why he was the face, because they're like, who can someone identify him, just like the person in Florida and other people that have been identified. Did you talk to him about what had happened and what he was thinking to go inside of the Capitol building to whether or not he's the person that went in or got let in by the officers when they took the barricades out, or whatever the video is? There were windows that were broken. There are videos that are showing, there are videos of people climbing that wall and getting over a wall that is trying to protect the Capitol. Did you talk to him about why he went in with the group, or why he decided to go inside of the building?
Because the doors were open. Yeah. He said he didn't have any intention of any of that, other than just, again, going and just, supporting Trump and then leaving. And then they were invited to go over there, it's interesting because the people in that building that were voted in by us Americans or not, voted in by us, they still work for us. And they're not doing a very good job of representing us at all. At all. and people are PO'd. We're fed up. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, you know.
But do you think that still gives people the right to go into that Capitol building and instill fear into the people that you say are PO'd for what they have done? Do you think that gives people the right to instill the fear in our elected officials?
Well, I would have to say, I don't know if he was one of the ones that instilled fear. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine that they felt fear because you got people, a lot of people, you know, that were, you know, probably wanting to intimidate them and say that we've had enough. Now, I don't believe that, you know, Jacob was out to hurt anybody or anything like that at all. No, no. To answer your question about the whole being in the chamber and you know, being pictured by the chair, my feelings on that really are, again, while I understand that it's supposed to be respected, right? But quite frankly, again, they haven't really done a very good job of earning much of that. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what more to say about it other than that it's they're in there because of us, you know, but for whatever reason they feel that we work for them, but no, they work for us. You know, I'm not excusing in any way, shape, or form. Okay, we need to make that really clear. I am not excusing in any way, shape, or form anybody who committed anything that was violent or caused harm or vandalism or anything like that. And he wasn't a part of any of that at all. There are many, 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 many others that were pictured doing that. I just think that I think that because of the way he was dressed and everything like that, that it really just drew a lot of attention to him.
Because of the photos that he was on the podium and was in different parts of the Capitol.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Last question here, Martha, because I know that I said that this was going to be a short interview.
That's okay.
The last question that I have is, many people are saying that, so in the statement that Jacob provided to the Department of Justice, he says that he went to DC for the rally, like you said and you confirmed, and he said that President Donald Trump had requested patriots from Arizona to join him on January 6th. Do you feel as if the president egged on his supporters to do what happened at the Capitol, and if he didn't say the things that he had said, it would have just been a rally there in support and they would have never gone to the Capitol? He said, meet me at the Capitol, I'll be there. And they went, and, you know, obviously chaos broke out. There wasn't enough Capitol Police and things like that. That's a whole different story. We're not going to get into that. The question is, do you think that President Donald Trump egged on your son and his support and other supporters to go to the Capitol when they knew that the Senate and other representatives were in the chambers debating? Do you think they were egged on?
I think the descriptive word, Jenny, I don't know that egged egged on is the best descriptive word for that, at all. I don't think that President Trump was enticing anybody to be violent in any way, shape, or form. So no, I don't think that there was any. I don't think that there was any malice on Trump's part at all. I don't think there was any egging on. I just think that people were there to support him, but it's not just him, because yes, he is the president of the United States, but see, we are a part of him and he is a part of us. Okay? Because we stand for the same thing. We want the United States of America to be the republic that it is and should continue to stay. That's what I think about that.
Anything else you would like to add, Martha?
That I sure would appreciate some support in helping Jake, because he really is being demonized. He is being demonized, and he's being made to be I think in some ways again, he's being demonized. He's the one that seems to be focused on the most, yet he wasn't a part of any of the violence or anything like that. I know, again, he was in the chamber, and I get that. And we'll just kind of see how that all kind of plays out, Jenny. But we have to stand together. We patriots have to stand together, so we can, again, maintain our republic. And I love Jake, and I know Jake is a great patriot, and he loves the United States of America, and he served for the United States of America, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that.
And I have one last question that just came up, because I know that there have been comments surrounding this, so I just have to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people had said that there were a lot of white supremacists at this rally.
Okay.
And at the Capitol. We do know that white supremacy is something that is very much real in the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider your son a white supremacist?
No way. No way, shape, or form. Absolutely not.
Okay. I just wanted to ask that question because I feel like so many people are going to be like, why didn't she ask this question?
Yeah, no.
So
No.
Thank you.
Mm-mm. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
That's it.
I have a quick question, and if you just look at her when you ask her. Obviously, the thing that most stands out about your son is the outfit. Is there some sort of significance behind what he wears?
Go
You
ahead.
can address her.
Okay. The significance of Jacob's headdress, the buffalo is very strong, resilient, mystic. So perhaps that's part of it. Quite frankly, I really couldn't really say exactly much more than that. Other than that, I believe it's a sign of strength. The buffalo, the bison, right? And you really can't knock them over, right? But the patriotism, the red, white, and blue on his face. The American flag, and again, just getting the word out. So I hope I answered the question about the headdress. That's what I think.
Believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he never told you, Mom, this is what I. This
Not
is
that
why I
I
wear the outfit.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be pretty darn close to what he'll probably say. Something close to that.